Good morning and good evening. Good day, everyone. I'm Shiro Tamaya, your resident Coyote Phantom Thief at your service. And welcome, everyone, to the stream. As you can see, I'm trying out the Discord thing again. We'll see if it works. CPU said already 30%. Wonderful. But yeah, I'm gonna try it again. If it seems to like me overloading my computer, I'll exit out of Discord again. But yeah. Hello everyone. Today we're back to DDLC. I'm very excited. Especially after the events of last night. My stomach certainly feels a little off right now. I wasn't expecting to get out of that in one piece, but I'm feeling better than I expected. Like, it's not as terrible. Definitely not as terrible. Just you know, not perfect. Man. But yeah, hope everyone's doing well. I'm very excited to get back into DDLC. I've been wanting to do this for a while. So let's just hop right into it. Give me 1 second. Boop. Here we go. Let me just change. Do this. Turn on that. And I think everything should be good to go. Yeah. Let me just okay, yeah. Make this smaller. Put chat over here. Here, we'll do this. Put chat like this. Or you know what, I'll use chat on my phone. That'll just be a little easier for me. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm not quite set up completely. Okay. Here we go. Ohashira. Hi, Fresh. Ohashira. Okay. Okay, yeah. I did both of those. Anything new in mail? No, nothing in the mail. Pictures, I'm guessing, are the same. Yep. Data collected 15%. Okay. Files. Yeah, same here. Game. Characters. Can't do anything about that. Internal. Is it the same? Yeah, I think that's the same. same. Okay, I'll stop messing around with this. Let's just get back into the game. Continue our journey through Doki Doki. Okay. So we were hello DX dot, welcome. Okay, let's oh yeah, we shared our poem with Sayori and what? Yeah, we have to just share it with the other girls. Okay. Let's go. Natsuki. Start with a high pitched voice.
Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
That's a little blunt. Hold on. Oh, my personal volume. Jeez.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions.
So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes?
Do you want to get smacked?
I'll pass.
Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. Oh boy.
Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Excuse me, you were supposed to say I don't like it, now get out of my face. Just be honest.
I am? Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of...
Wait, oh, that's not it. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Blah, blah. It's first thing in the morning. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly! I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about that.
Yeah, I understand.
The other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Right. Next to Yui. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine, don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it.
So it's that bad.
No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. Aw, don't worry, Yuri. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think that the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result that is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammer is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing, even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a bit biased, though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ah yes, Yuri's poem. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlights have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Nope, honestly, that didn't take me long, but it also helps I played the game before. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write a poem. I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Shuri?
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Shiro.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing, really.
Your voice is too low compared to the music. Oh, okay, that can be fixed. Give me 1 second. Wait, hold on. I'll turn it up. Okay. I think that should be a little better. Hopefully.
Well, if it makes you happy to think that, just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
Okay. Hopefully that's a little better. Sorry about the volume balancing. Okay. Let's see. Monica, let's go. All right. Hi, Shira. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things that we can do better, I'm always listening. Always. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more interested. Until I'm more settled in. Blah, blah. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Shiro. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would write. Would like. Blah, blah. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? Just friends, right? It's like, yeah. Monica, did you get possessed? Oh no, just ignore that. I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. but there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show in a different way, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So, I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sahi's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Definitely not foreshadowing to something that'll happen in the future. Oh yes, nothing bad will ever happen. I assure you this. Thanks for the disclaimer, Monica. Yeah, totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find this kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles. But I'll always help you find what suits you the most, but know that my opinion is the best, and that you should only listen to me. Continues to stare at you menacingly. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. All you have to do is write the way that I want you to write. Alright? Anyways. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Just impress me. It's like, Monica, you got some demon eyes going here. Oh, what? You don't see anything. I'm perfectly normal. I'm perfectly sane. Sure. Just back slowly through the door. Oh god, save me. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well then, let's read it then. Okay. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See? The direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas already scored for the permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Oh, Monica. Oh, Monica. So, what do you think? Totally not, foreshadowing it was future events for sure. Definitely not bluntly stating the, game's plot. It's, very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What's the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. And this is the literature club after all. I love how they added that puddle of ink in the dialogue. Ah. Yes, I do love the that metaphor of like having your pen stuck in this one spot and it eventually just puddling the ink. It's kind of a cool imagery thing. I do like that. I will say all the poems in this game and the metaphors and stuff, I really do like it so much. All right. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How could that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Shiro did too. So, based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Shiro liked my poem too. you know? He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh boy, here we go. Argument time.
Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Shiro appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Wait, I forgot to say your words.
Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Shiro started showing up. Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys.
Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there.
Shiro, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the readers, don't force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Shiro. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep, inexpressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, but it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Shiro?
It's like, I'm sorry, this is over my head. Did I not explain to you earlier that I am a newbie writer? I do not know how to write.
Well.
How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So, of course, that's going to be... Help me, Sayori! Natsuki... Natsuki glares at me, drying up at any words I had in my mouth. So I instead turned to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori!
Eh?
Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. Wink, wink, hint, hint. How can you two keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this?
Shiro. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to inject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop!
Stop! I don't remember the voice I gave Sayori. Stop!
Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because... well... Also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful.
Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression.
I'll make some tea.
Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Sayori is vice president, I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. Unlike someone we know. Still with Senpai. Oh goodness, you're really chasing Callie's scythe there. Callie's scythe and Ollie's sword. And Ollie-chan's blade. Oh goodness. Also, welcome to the stream. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that... I guess that just means Aerie is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? Definitely take good care of her. Or else... Wait, what? I would hate to see yourself get hurt. Why were you laughing?
Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. Just ignore that and be a good boy, alright?
Oh, she will burn in the fires of hell. She will burn like everyone else. You know what? I'm just gonna continue on my way and just... God, what have I gotten myself into? That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. Regardless of the fact that demon starts popping out of her every single second of her... every line of her dialogue. But you know, we ignore that. We ignore that because she's such a nice person. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems?
It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Shiro.
Oh, well, wrong word.
Shiro, how about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk to everyone about.
Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better.
I think to myself, did I learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes? But any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination.
Shiro, ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier.
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That really is the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
You know, Shiro, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me feel the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too.
That's...
Every day is going to be so much fun.
Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to this kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but... does it really have to stop? Does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. One day, I'm going to gently open the door. And it's not gonna be good. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do this. Onward. Ringclef? Friends. Hurt. Pain. Happiness. Treasure. Charm? Yay. What are they? Warm. Sunny. Laugh. Question? No, not sure. Blah, blah. I forgot to save. Oh, that's fine. Alone? Oh, no. Or sometimes some of the... joy... time... calm... joy, grief... lucky... definitely not that. Tears, hope, sing... Oh, nope, not that. That. Pain. Clumsy. Disoriented. Explode. Pink, music, crimson, fluent. Silly. Despair. Senpais, Excitement, Memories, Inferno, Starscape, Melody. Jeez. Lots of these are eerie words. Let's see. That's not ski. I forget. Depression. Oh god. Why does that have to be one of her words? Daydream. Ah, that's right. It's fine. I still think I got most of Sayori's words. I hope. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. But first, let's save. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Hi, Shiro.
Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm still...
I feel like I'm giving her a different voice every single time. I need to find a voice.
I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all.
I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get in the mood. To get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Wait, what? Oh.
Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack?
No thanks.
That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori?
Why that all of a sudden?
No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then turns it upside down and lets all of its contents spill on the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori.
That's not fair. How did you even know?
It's simple. If you had money in the first place, you would have bought the snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry or want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves one option.
I give up. Don't make me feel guilty.
If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles.
Eh?
I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always.
I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell Shiro to let me borrow some money.
That's... Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution.
Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you.
There's no way you could think that.
You were right, though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That! Still, coming from you, Sayori.
Yeah.
I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there?
Don't let her fool you. Sari knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk.
Ow. What was... A cookie?
Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around.
Is this a miracle? Is it because... It's because I played my restitution.
Retribution.
Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy.
Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth.
I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie.
Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. But yours can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, and why do I think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me.
Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her.
Jeez. I get it.
Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie.
Hey! Did you seriously just do that?
Mouth full, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well.
Jeez, you're such a kid at times. Monica, can you tell Sayori...
Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room.
Where's Monica anyway?
Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today?
Not me.
Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual.
I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a...
I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined.
That's true. Excuse me?
Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. there you are.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed.
Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind all that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was a study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time.
That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least.
I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano.
Piano? Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica.
I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano.
That's so cool. You should play sometime for us, Monica.
Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will.
Yay!
That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Shiro. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks.
So, I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. It was back to her bucket and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Fresh don't melt too much. Alright, yes, I did get sorry, Sen. Good.
Shiro!
Sayori suddenly comes up to me.
I'm gonna go get some supplies from another classroom. Wanna come with me?
Supplies? What for?
Well, you know the festival is coming up. Me and Monica were gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to find some crayons and markers and glue sticks.
Ah, I see. Sure, I'll go with you.
Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon.
Are you going with Shiro to get supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him.
Aw, but I wanted to go. So much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff.
Okay. You win this time. But I swear, you won't win the next time. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper too, okay?
Okay. Ready, Shiro?
Yep, let's go. Sayori and I exit the club room. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips down around the hallway. Honestly, feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey, Sayori? What exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature.
Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry.
Is that so?
Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance.
A performance? Of what kind?
Well, everyone is gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems.
Ah. That sounds kind of dull.
Shut up! You're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems, it's about performing them. Like, you say the lines of the poem like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moments between my fingers. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. Like that.
Sayori? How do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that.
Meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know?
I know. I just meant that it's pretty an ordinary contrast to your cute self.
Don't say that, it's embarrassing. But I guess it means I'm doing a good job.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm so excited. The festival is going to be so much fun.
Yeah, the festival will be fun. It'll be fun. The pain in my soul. Sayori spins herself around the hallway again.
Hey Shiro, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission.
The mission, eh? It's been a long time since I've spent time with Sayori like this. But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hold myself up in my room more and more. So going adventuring with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. The two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet and I follow.
Let's see what we have in here. Crayons!
Sayori pulls a box full of crayons off the shelf.
They're the best brand too. They're kinda dirty though.
Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names.
Alright, that's
one down. Don't get distracted, we still need to find...
Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color.
Fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper.
I dropped one by accident.
Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. She falls to the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap.
Oh.
You okay?
My forehead.
Sayori clutches her forehead. Jeez, Sayori. That's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori.
But it hurts.
Just do it for a second. Sayori slowly releases her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side.
Ow!
Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that is going to swell up. I should find you some ice.
Shiro.
Where would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do.
You don't have to.
I'm fine.
I'm fine with looking like a unicorn.
Even wincing from the pain, Sari makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
I pat Sari on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it will be used as an ice pack rather than to drink. But I know Sari likes apple juice, so I purchased that. In just a moment, I'm already running to the classroom where I left Sayori. She has one palm to her forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop the crayons back into the box.
At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them.
Sayori, here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice.
It's nice and cold.
Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot.
Sorry, I forgot.
How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head.
It stings.
Just bear with it, it'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good.
Hey, Shiro? This kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it?
What do you mean?
You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump, and I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It's almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault, you know?
Did I really do that?
Yeah, you don't remember?
Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So, in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time, too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head.
Shiro, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years. You're rushing to help me, even though I'm just a bit clumsy. You're really such a sweetheart.
Don't call me that. And I don't really think this kind of thing all the time. I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like this. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long.
Really? Maybe you're right. Shiro. I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever?
Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll each end up for college. or after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up.
I'm so happy.
Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. He remains silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her.
I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know?
Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way.
Not if I hide it under my bangs.
Sayori hops to her feet.
Ah!
She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with the bangs and to try to hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. Ah, you're back. Good timing. I was just about ready to start sharing our poems. Sayori, your forehead. She's fine. Don't worry about it.
I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf.
Well, anyway, were you able to find everything we needed?
Uh-huh, I have it right.
Sayori frantically glances around herself.
I forgot all the stuff.
Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper too. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Shiro. Well, Sayori... I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori.
I needed an adventure.
Yeah, that. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight.
Me too.
Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? Guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Now what? Before we go on to the poems, wait, hold on. Before we return to the main menu, yep, just as I suspected. There's more side stories. Of course, I got more. Got more pictures. Oh! A sketch of a Sayori's initial character design drawn by David Evelyn. Oh wow, look at Sayori. It's pretty much the same, except, you know, smaller bow. To get all 6 side stories, try writing poems for different characters and reviewing their special scenes in DDLC. Ooh, this one is okay. Trust and understanding. This is Yuri and Sayori. Okay. Well, this one should be interesting. Shall we do it? Let's go. Taking a little, what should call it? Break from the main story to touch on the side stories. Yes. Okay. The club meeting is suddenly interrupted by the sound of the door, causing Monica and Sayori to turn their heads. Oh, we're continuing off of trust. Okay. Because last time it ended with someone opening the door to the club room. After Monica and Sayori had their moment together. The door opens halfway, then stops. A face peeks in. A face that seems familiar. Hey, there's Yuri. Ooh! Oh, this BGM. Ooh, I like this. Oh, this is nice. I love this. Alright, Yuri, let's see what your side story has to offer. Sayori's eyes widen, recognizing the girl. She very conspicuously mouths to Monica.
It's her! It's the girl!
It's true. The girl standing in the doorway is none other than the girl Sayori had come across reading alone in the classroom. Thanks to Monica leaving a flyer on her desk, it seems she's found her way to the club. Are you here for the literature club by any chance?
Am I in the wrong place?
No, you're not. This is the literature club. Please come inside. The girl fully steps into the door. Fully steps in the door, but continues standing against the wall, avoiding eye contact. Sarah continues to fail containing her excitement.
It's happening, oh my gosh!
Thank you so much for coming. Sorry it's a little empty. I'm Monica, and this is Sayori, and we run the literature club. Even though it's just us so far, but... What's your name, by the way?
I'd like to join your club. Already?
Wait, are you... sure?
I mean, I should be good enough.
Everyone is welcome here. You don't have to be good enough.
Oh.
Do you want to have a seat? We'd love to get to know you. The girl nods, sliding over to a nearby desk and gently sitting down.
So, what's your name? Yuri. I'm Sayori, and this is Monica.
Sayori, I already...
Nice to meet you. Do you like fantasy? Like books?
Yuri looks at Monica.
It's like, I thought this was a literature club. Why?
Why does this girl have the brain cell of... Why does this girl have one single brain cell? Don't worry, Yuri. Don't worry. In the literature club, we all share a single brain cell. But mainly, the brain cells only belong to either you or Monica. There's no other choice. Fantasy is cool. Oh, what the hell is that? Yes, have you heard of Annabelle Dupont? Dupont? The point? The pont? The bleh? I can't say I have. Oh, well, she's my favorite author. I'm on her 5th book and it's just... Yuri grins and presses her knuckles against her chest, against her cheeks in joy. Oh, that's so cute. You can borrow my books. I wouldn't mind. You're really in for an incredible experience. Monica stammers, completely caught off guard by Yuri taking control of the conversation. She glances sideways at Sayori, silently asking for help.
I'd love to. It sounds like you're really into them, so they must be great.
I'm so happy I found this club. Oh, I'm so stupid. I left all my other books in my locker. I should have brought them. Yuri stands up quickly. I'll be right back. I'll go get them for you.
You probably only need to bring one for now.
Sari nervously says that, noting to herself the considerable heftiness of the book that Yuri set down on her desk. True. Okay, I'll go get the first one then. Yuri exits the club room in a flash, leaving Monica and Sari silently exchanging glances. Monica, oh my god, I wasn't prepared for this. They didn't prepare me. Oh my god, I wasn't prepared for this. How do I handle someone so intense? Yuri intense? What? Oh jeez. I have no experience with fantasy, except maybe stuff that I read when I was a kid, but that's probably like a joke compared to what she's into.
I'm sure it'll be fine. In fact, I think it's neat that we have different people who are into different kinds of literature. It'll be fun to learn from each other.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree, but... What if this is her only interest? Doesn't it seem like that?
Monica, don't you think you should be more optimistic? We have a new club member. There shouldn't be room for anything but being happy. I'm excited to get to know her more, aren't you?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Sorry for being so hasty. I just get really anxious all of a sudden. No, I just got really anxious all of a sudden.
It's because you're afraid of not being able to take the lead.
What the heck? It's kind of scary how you can point things out like that, Sayori.
I just like learning what makes people happy or sad.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? You'd probably be great in helping Yuri feel comfortable around here. Maybe you could take a break from helping me with administrative stuff and just focus on spending time with her.
Hey, that's exactly what I want to do. Besides,
Sari lowers her voice.
I'm probably gonna need all the time I can get.
She taps her finger against the dauntingly chunky book that Yuri loves sitting on the desk. Right afterwards, the door opens to reveal Yuri's return.
I'm back.
Her breath is slightly heavy, which combined with her short time gone indicates she may have ran at least part of the way. She makes her way back over to Sayori and sets the book down on her desk. Just as Sayori feared, the book Yuri brought for her is just about equal in size to the one already on Yuri's desk. Well, there are probably a few things you should know before getting started on it. There are some things that are more explained in other books that take place in the same universe, so going over those would be good to keep you from getting confused at the start. Sayori nervously injects.
Well, I was thinking that maybe today we could get to know each other a little bit more. You know, I think like if we're gonna be reading together, then I would like that.
From across the room, Monica smiles and nods at Sayori while Yuri isn't looking.
Oh, okay.
Yuri sits down, then looks at her books, then glances around the room, showing no indication that she has anything more to add.
So, what made you decide to join the club?
Well, I like reading, so I was immediately interested. I had no idea that someone was starting a literature club, but that's my fault since I haven't been paying attention to any of the club recruitment advertisements. I only found out because Yuri glances over at Monica. Monica came into my classroom and put the flyer on my desk. Suddenly Yuri's face darkens, and she shakes her head at herself. I was so stupid. I got too nervous and I couldn't even lock up, so she just walked out. It took me several days just to come here because I was afraid that Monica told everyone how inconsiderate I was. But I decided that I was probably being irrational. Wait. No, that was totally my fault. I felt so bad about interrupting you like that. Interrupting you that I just walked out. I was actually really hoping that you would come by. Yuri exhales in relief. I always seem to be interrupting things at the worst possible scenario. Well, I was really nervous to come here for other reasons too. Such as there being too many people. Not that I mind much, but I already have a Okay. Not that I mind much, but I already have a really hard time having to meet a large number of new people at once. So it's actually amazing that it's just the two of you. I definitely came at the right time.
Aw, that makes me happy. I'm proud of you for working up the courage to come.
Yuri smiles warmly to herself. I've never had the privilege of sharing my interests with others before, so it's hard to find others who are into the same things as I am, except online. So I thought the literature club would provide a chance for me to do that.
What kinds of other things are you into?
Like genres?
I don't know, just anything, even if it's not literature.
Oh, just things you think are dumb. Sari pauses, a look of concern on her face.
How about I'll tell you something I'm into, and then you can tell me something about you can tell me about something you're into.
I suppose that would be okay.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty into crafty things. Like making cute little collages or decorating things like cards or jewelry, boxes. My room's always My room's always cluttered with random stuff because I keep buying things to make gifts for my friends. But then I put it off till the last minute. So yeah, that's something kind of silly that I'm into. You sound quite creative. Not that much, it's just that you'd be surprised by how much you can do with scissors and glue and stuff.
My throat. Gotta stretch. Right. So, I have to share something that I'm into now, right? Sari nods. Well, I guess I'm into nature.
I love nature. Monica, I'm gonna start a nature club.
No, you're not. You're stuck with me now.
I'm not.
Oh, yeah? Well, I hereby appoint you Vice President of the Literature Club. There, now you're stuck with me.
Hey, don't give me responsibilities. Oh, I'm sorry, Yuri. I interrupted you. Go ahead.
And like that, Sari was given responsibility. It's fine. Yuri pauses, feeling awkward after having gotten cut off. I like going out into the woods or to the park. Just places where you can walk or sit and not have any people around. Just nice to kind of remove myself from everything that matters and letting my racing mind operate autonomously for a while.
When do you like to do that?
It just depends on my mood. After school, on the weekends, whenever I feel like I need it. Wow, I feel like I would never have the time to do something like that. I find that we have a lot more time than we think we do, if you don't let it slip through your fingers. The three continue their conversation, led primarily by Sayori, but with Monica chiming in every now and then as well. Monica had intended to leave it to Sayori and focus on her own work, but she found it difficult not to join in. Before they knew it, the end of the day was upon them once more. Oh, it looks like we should be wrapping up for the day. For today. So, are you two going to be starting on that book next club meeting?
That's the plan.
I'm so excited. Sayori beams. Yuri collects her things. Once packed, Yuri wordlessly waves to Sayori and Monica with a gentle smile.
Bye!
As Yuri exits, Sayori enthusiastically returns her farewell. Once again, Sayori and Monica are left in the club room. Sayori, you're a lifesaver.
I didn't do anything. We just talked.
Still.
Besides, it really lifted my mood. It feels really nice when I can put my energy towards other people like that. She was really excited to be included, you know? And it made me happy.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that she'll have a great time here, with you engaging her. How are you feeling about starting the book with her next meeting?
I'm kinda scared, but I think she'll be happy as long as I'm trying my best.
I think you'll do great. After the surprise of a new club member, it seems like everyone has their spirits lifted with something new to look forward to. Aww. Another school day ends. Swallowing her anxiety, Yuri makes her way to the club room, expecting to be the last one to arrive. As she opens the door, she's surprised to find only Sayori in the club room. Ooh, okay.
It's club time again! Monica went to the computer lab, so it's just us today. Is that okay?
Yuri silently nods, unable to make eye contact. I'm sorry about yesterday. Oh, why are you apologizing, Yuri? Don't apologize, it's okay. Goodness me, everyone in there. I swear everyone here has just anxiety of some sort. God, you know what? This is not related to the game, but I'm drinking my water, and that hot sauce that I was eating yesterday is still on my still on the desk, and it's just like menacingly just like sitting there on my desk. Like, it's so weird. I don't like it. It's like Yuri's being anxious about joining the club. I'm getting anxious just from this hot sauce bottle staring at me. Hug all the Dokis, yes. Hug all the Dokis. Pat all the Dokis. Pat them all. Pat, 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 pat. All right. Let me move this here. Thank you for the hugs, Fresh. Sarah tilts her head, unsure of exactly what Yuri is talking about.
Well, I mean...
Yeah.
The way
Hold on.
Oh. I mean, the way I got overly excited to share my books, and how you had to stop me so we could talk first. It was so inconsiderate of me. I got too excited and forgot to think about everyone else in the club, so... Yuri, you didn't do anything wrong. I thought it was cute how excited you were.
Yes, Sarah.
Well, still... I think I changed my mind about the book. You don't have to read it. Huh? Why? Because... I know that you were just humoring me anyway. In retrospect, it's rather obvious that no one was truly interested. But if you like it so much, then it must be worth sharing. I've already decided I'll join the club, so you don't have to try so hard to entice me. That's not what I was doing.
Yuri. Let us love you. Let us give you love. She's so cute. That's cute. Cute. A moment of uncomfortable silence stretches between the two of them.
Well, the thing is, we don't even have any club activities yet. I mean, Monica and I have just been working on recruitment stuff mostly. So it just sounded like something fun that we could do together. Reading your books. You know, like as a club activity. That would be fine, right? Why am I being so resistant to this anyway? exactly what I wanted in the first place, and you're being so nice about it. I really don't know what's wrong with me. I'm sorry for being like this.
Oh, Yuri, it's fine. It's fine.
You don't have to apologize. Just tell me if there's anything I can do to help you feel more comfortable here.
Sayori pulls her desk up against Yuri's and sits next to her. The book in question is already on Yuri's desk. Peering over, Sayori reads the cover of the book.
Dusk Bell. Part 1 of the Everlast Saga. It's Dusk Bell by Annabelle. Sorry, I'm ready now.
Oh, right. I should probably get some paper. Yuri grabs a spiral notebook of hers and tears out a few sheets of paper.
Wait, how come you need paper?
Oh, it's useful to draw things out sometimes, like maps, timelines, family trees, or just for taking notes.
Notes? Yes, that's an effective strategy.
Exactly. I'm sure it will be especially helpful for someone new to the genre. Yuri's joke flew completely over Yuri's head. But thinking about it, she decides that it's probably the best that it did. Well, I'm not used to having company through this, but I'll try to help make it as accessible as possible.
I trust you. You're like super smart.
Oh, please. Yuri tries to dismiss the compliment, but she can't hide her smile and light blush. Kawaii. Kawaii ne. You can't generalize intelligence. I am only smart in the things I have a lot of experience with. Contrarily, I'm awful at anything involving real people. That should be evident enough from the 2 days I've spent here so far. So, in my eyes, it's everyone else who comes off as smart. Oh, Yuri. Yuri, girl. You're too humble. Oh my goodness. Especially you. Oh.
No!
Sayori rubs her shoulder against Yuri's.
You're such a sweetheart when you're not being shy.
Oh. It's so cute and warm. Such a contrast to what will occur in the main game soon.
Anyway, would you like to get started? Okay.
After a minor diversion between them, the two of them get back on track with their planned club activity. Yuri begins to guide Sayori through the basics of the fantasy world her story takes place in. The more of it she details, the races, factions, history, elements of magic, the more questions Sayori seems to have. But despite Sayori's expectations, Yuri eloquently guides her through it in a way such that it's fun to follow along. Yurification. Oh, hi! Hello, Monica. Welcome to the stream. Monica. God, first me and Asafa Senpai had freaking... We had Mari and something in our Amori stream, and now we have Monica jumping in. I wish I could find you. Oh, Monica, you do try. You do try, indeed. Just search a little more. I'm sure you'll find you. I'm sure you'll find me eventually. It becomes evidence that the world-building aspect of the story, not just the story itself, is one that Yuri finds her passion leaning towards.
How do people come up?
Oh, jeez, of course.
How do people come up with this stuff? It's like the exact opposite of what writing that I do.
What kind of writing?
Oh, like poetry and stuff. The things I write are... The things I write are just like putting down the feelings that come into my head, you know? But this is like... There must be so much planning and hard work.
You're into poetry? I think there's an appendix that includes some of the kingdom's written works, like poetry and folk songs.
No way!
Yuri giggles. Sayori's heart filling with happiness as she realizes it's the first time she heard Yuri laugh. It means Yuri must be having fun.
Anyway, I think we can get started reading now, if you're ready. Okay, but I can't read very fast.
My voice is low? I have it turned up. Let me move the mic a little closer to me then. I'm trying to do mic balancing. It's a little hard. Let's see if this works a little better. I might just have to speak louder. I can also turn this down a little bit more. Okay, let's try this.
Okay, but I can't read very fast. Oh, that's fine.
Hold on, let me see.
I'm very patient.
Yeah, for Theory's voice, I might just have to get really close to the mic. That's fine.
Patience is something I pride myself in. I see.
Sayori jots Yuri's patient into her notes.
Hey, that's for the book. I'm just kidding. But I'm kind of glad you're patient because I need that sometimes. A lot of times.
Sayori flips through the first few pages of the book, getting past the table of contents.
Okay, chapter 1.
The room becomes silent as the two begin to read. But silence only lasts for a moment, before Sayori speaks up again.
What does vindicated mean?
Well, in this context, it essentially means that he was proven innocent.
It's okay to ask questions, right?
Of course. Sayori turns the page.
Are these footnotes?
Mm-hmm. A lot of dialogue has cultural references that require explanation to be understood. The two continue reading. Yuri's relaxed expression remains unchanged. Meanwhile, Sayori's expression grows tense as she tries to make her way through the dense text. Up until now, their expressions had been reversed, with Sayori easily navigating social situations and Yuri struggling in them. But the tables have turned.
Wait, Are they talking in the present tense right now, or in the past tense right now, or the present?
Where?
Right here.
They're talking about the past. These paragraphs are describing a flashback that Barnes is having.
But they didn't tell me that.
It's implied from the context. Sayori rubs her temples. The two of them will continue, with Sayori asking fewer questions. She begins to understand the value in the notes, as she finds herself referring to them somewhat often, and even adding to them. But her reduction in questions comes not from her getting used to the reading, but rather from her fearing that she'll come across as stupid. Aw, Sayori, it's okay. At last, Sayori reaches the end of the chapter. I think we can stop here for now.
Okay.
Sayori takes a deep breath and closes what little of the book she's gotten through so far. So, what are your thoughts up to this point? Sayori tries to find words.
Am I doing well so far?
I'm not sure I understand.
Well, I don't know. It takes me so long to read and understand things. It makes me feel really dumb. But I really like how you get into it. It makes me want to keep going and to keep doing my best, so I can see it the way that you do.
Oh, fresh. Yeah. Pat, 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 pat. More pats for everyone. Pat, 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 pat. And pats for fresh. Pat, 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 pat. The relaxation in Yuri's expression fades. I see. She quietly gathers her things.
We can continue tomorrow, right?
Yuri pauses, then shakes her head. We can do something else tomorrow.
But
I'm sorry.
wait, sorry for what? I don't understand.
I'm sorry. I don't want to do this anymore. That's all. I'm sorry that I made you. Yuri leaves.
You weren't making me.
Sayori is left alone with her words.
How did this happen? We were having fun just a second ago. It's my fault. I said something stupid and hurt her. I should have just told her that I enjoyed it. Monica trusted me with this. It's the only thing I'm good at, and I've still messed it up.
Sayori, no. Sayori, it's okay.
What if she doesn't want to come back?
Drowned in guilt, Sayori stares blankly at her desk, spread with notes. The book sits next to them.
Right. If she wasn't coming back... if she wasn't coming back, then she wouldn't have left the book here, right? Unless she just forgot to take it with her. This is horrible. Was it really because she thought that I wasn't enjoying our time together? Or maybe she wasn't enjoying our time together because I'm not good enough?
No.
I probably let her down so much by having trouble following along. Yeah. I'm sure that if I was smarter, she would be having so much more fun. I need to do better for her.
Oh, my heart. There is pain in my heart. It hurts. Huh. Alright. Let's do the next one, and then I think I'll try to speed run a little bit through the, or well, no, I'll try to get through the final part before yeah, I'll try to finish the other part of DDLC, at least the first part. Yeah, so let's do this. Here we go. For the first time, Sayori is the first to enter the club room. Anxiety courses through her relentlessly. Will Yuri show up today? Sitting at a desk, she stamps her feet in an attempt to calm down.
Why am I letting this affect me so much? I'm doing everything I can to make Yuri happy, but my best wasn't good enough. But it was still my best. But I'm letting everyone down. I always just disappoint. I'm always just a disappointment.
No. Pat. No. Sayori continues to wrestle with her self-deprecating thoughts. Every tiny noise causes her to lift her head in anticipation of Yuri's arrival. ... Minutes pass, and nobody enters the club room. Not Yuri or Monica. Gosh, I'm so late. Why did I offer to help those other students with their work? I'm such a pushover sometimes. It's going to leave such a bad impression on the new club members like Yuri if I'm not the first one there. Monica rounds the corner approaching the club room. As she does so, Yuri? Yuri jumps at the sound of Monica's voice. She's sitting outside the club room against the wall next to the door. Embarrassed, she quickly closes the book she was reading and stands up. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry I was late. I'm late. You didn't have to wait outside for me. The door to the club room is open. It's not... Yuri stammers, unable to explain herself. She peers inside the club room through the window, then looks away. Actually, I was wondering if I could help you today instead. Huh? Me? With club publicity stuff? Yes. Monica is utterly confused. Why is Yuri asking this all of a sudden, when she was so eager to spend time with Sayori before? Did they not get along after all? Monica looks in the club room to see Sayori sitting alone inside. Okay. It's kind of a simple job, but I'd be happy for you to tag along. Me too. Monica is worried, but she finds it difficult to insert herself into whatever conflict that may have arisen. It's a little ironic, she realizes, that she could be so conflict avoidant after having been in the debate club. Okay, let's take a walk together. I just have to make copies of this new flyer, then go around to the billboards and replace the old ones with the new ones. Yuri nods and the two set off. The two walk in silence. Without Sayori, Monica finds it quite difficult to strike up conversation. So, how's everything been going?
Fine.
That's good. Neither of them have a follow-up or anything with anything more. Yeah, neither of them follow up with anything more. Monica tenses up at the stinted conversation. How the heck does Sayori do it? Sorry, I didn't see you yesterday. I went straight to the computer lab to work on the flyers.
Sayori told me.
What did you two end up doing yesterday?
Just some reading.
Oh, I'm glad. It's really starting to feel more like a literature club now.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. I felt so intimidated at first when I heard about the kind of reading you were into. But you know, it's kind of stupid of me, because I'm just as intimidated by things I'm not good at. And it's silly to assume that everyone who comes to the club will have the same interests as me. But it's so cool that you were able to get Sayori into it. It's like the club is working. I'm really happy about that.
She's not into it.
Huh?
She's not into it. And I'm stupid for forcing it onto her.
Yuri. No, Yuri. Yuri falls silent again, as if she started her own thought, but can't figure out how to continue it. Did something happen? Yuri sighs.
No, it's just me.
Yuri pauses.
I'm thinking.
A moment passes in silence, then Yuri shakes her head.
I shouldn't be complaining to you all of a sudden.
Don't be silly. I won't think that you're complaining. I just want to make sure you feel welcome. If it's important to that, then you can tell me anything.
Well, I do feel welcome. Too welcome, I guess. It's not an issue with the club. It's just an issue with me. So I feel wrong to inconvenience you with it.
Monica pauses and thinks. Well, what if we put it this way? It's my job as president to understand the needs of the club members, right? We're going to have all kinds of people joining this club. Hopefully, anyway. And learning about the diverse needs and interests will help me come up with club activities that everyone can be happy with.
That everyone can be happy with? Not just only some people?
Of course. I need to be looking out for everyone. Otherwise, what kind of club would it be?
I see.
Yuri looks a little more relaxed. It signals to Monica that switching from a sympathetic approach to a pragmatic one was a good choice. Each individual truly does have their own needs.
Okay.
Yuri takes a deep breath.
I'm a really weird and awkward person. I've accepted that about myself. I just don't know how to, I guess, connect with other people. How is it so easy for everyone else? How do you just make conversation about any arbitrary subtopic? I can talk for hours about the things that I'm into. Unfortunately, so much that I don't know when to stop. But for anything else, I just have no idea what to say. So I understand that about myself. I'm just not good with people. I can't help it. So it feels like whenever I'm confronted with a new social situation, I'm either ignored or made fun of, or taken pity on. And Sayori falls into that third category.
What? Hold on. You're saying that Sayori is taking pity on you? Yuri nods.
I just want to be treated like a normal person. If you don't like me or you don't connect with my interests, then just tell me. I can accept that and move on. Sayori is just too nice to me.
Yuri. Oh, my heartstrings. My heart.
I'm so stupid for not realizing that she would just go along with whatever I pushed onto her. Nobody deserves to put themselves through that kind of discomfort just because they pity some weirdo who doesn't know how to make friends. It's the worst feeling. I hate it.
Yuri's sharp words cut through the tense air. Somewhere in the middle of the conversation, the two stopped short in the hallway, prioritizing the conversation over their original task. Monica looks at Yuri. Yuri only looks down, with her fists clenched. I think you should tell her that.
I could never say that to someone's face. It's pathetic.
Sayori is different. Making people happy is the most important thing to her. I'm sure that's all she's trying to do. So, if you're able to explain to her what makes you happy, then she'll do anything to make it happen.
That's the problem. What kind of friendship has one person always trying to cater to the other with the other person's weird needs?
Oh, God. I relate so much to that time in my life when I doubted if people actually wanted to talk about the things I like or if people actually like me. Yeah, I feel that fresh. This is... God. Again with this game, the characters always hit so close to home for me. Like... They're always like, well, how do I even describe this? That's the one thing about Doki DDLC's characters that I really like, is that the characters' issues and the way that they're described, they feel so real. And it's like, it's how raw and real those problems are that they show, that makes me really connect to them a lot, and what makes them so like amazing to me. It's just that their imperfections are what makes them really feel special to me, I guess, in that sense. Even past the psychological horror things, I love the characters so much too. Yeah. I love all of them, honestly. They're... Man. Like I said, this game taught me so much about myself. And even now, it's reminding me of things about my own personality and thought process and stuff. It's all the time. Alright, let's get back into it.
I'm sorry. I'm making myself sound so...
No, I think I'm starting to understand. Monica hesitates to finish her thought out loud. It's something that Sayori would be able to say better. Sayori is someone who will give anyone however much kindness they need in order to smile. But Yuri, who has difficulty accepting kindness, must be driving Sayori to be even more assertive in her kindness, further exacerbating the matter. Neither person is to blame, but it's an issue that can't be resolved without them understanding each other better. Sayori wants to be your friend. I promise that. It's okay for people to be to have different needs. I mean, Sayori has her own needs too. But good friends work together and can be what they need for each other. You just have to have good communication and talk about it.
I don't have good communication.
Yuri stops and shakes her head.
Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. My head is just... it's so resistant to everything. I'm pushing such a kind person away from me because of it.
Yuri pauses to think.
I'm so tired of this cycle I'm creating for myself. I think I'm so afraid of people pushing me away that I just push them away first. How thoughtless and immature of me.
Yuri takes a deep breath and exhales.
I didn't mean for this to turn into a whole venting session, but I understand now that I just need to communicate with her.
You're totally fine. It's for the club, remember? You're just helping make the club a better place for everyone.
Yeah.
Yuri falls silent again. She looks like she wants to say something.
This kind of critical thinking is something that I'm really bad at. You know, about people. So, thank you.
Anytime. Monica smiles at Yuri. For just a moment, Yuri finds it in herself to meet Monica's gaze, returning a shy smile of her own. Oh. Yuri. Yuri and Monica finish replacing the old flyers with the new ones. More accurately, Monica did most of the work while Yuri followed along. But as the club room once again draws near, so does Yuri's confrontation.
I can't do this.
Yes, you can. It'll be great. Yuri sighs and shakes her head.
I'm never going to be confident enough. I'm never going to feel confident enough. I just have to do it. If I don't do it now, I never will.
Yuri starts toward the door, but then turns to face Monica.
You're not just going to wait outside, are you?
I can take a walk. Want me to get you a coffee or something?
Actually, I prefer tea. I like to make my own, though, so please don't worry about it. Although, I suppose that's one downside of reading here in the club rather than at home. I don't get to drink tea while reading. Sorry, I guess that has nothing to do with this.
You know, now that you mention it, I bet we could get permission to keep stuff for tea in the club room. You can use like an electric kettle to heat up water, right?
Would that be possible?
I'll look into it. I think it would be great. Yuri smiles at the thought. Yuri smiles and nods at the thought. Well, I'll be back in a bit. Good luck. Monica waves at Yuri, then turns around and departs down the hallway as Yuri's smile fades once more. A moment of daydreaming about tea isn't enough to save her from the anxiety of the task that lies before her. But it must be done. Taking one more deep breath, Yuri timidly opens the clubroom door.
Yuri? Wait, oh, hold on, I'm not done yet.
Yuri, not Yuri, but Sayori shuffles a bunch of papers around. Yuri stammers, her words suddenly caught in her throat. At that moment, she realizes how Sayori has been spending her afternoon.
I wasn't expecting you to come today. I was really hoping to make it all the way through the next chapter first. But I got most of the way through it. And look!
Sayori holds up a sheet of paper. It's a page full of notes beautifully produced with indentation, categories, and even color coding. As Yuri sees it, her expression shifts from anxiety to despair.
I was afraid you were getting disappointed in me, so I've been trying really hard.
Stop. Yuri presses her fist against her forehead. Please stop. I can't take this.
Yuri?
Sayori's voice quivers in shock after having received the exact opposite response she was expecting. I'm sorry. Sayori looks away in guilt.
Did I do something wrong? I don't understand. If I did something wrong, please tell me.
Yuri shakes her head. No, it's me. I keep putting myself in these situations where people are afraid to treat me normally. If you don't like this kind of reading, it's okay. Please just tell me. I don't need to be treated differently just because I'm weird.
But I don't treat you differently. I just want my friends to be happy. So I thought if we did something together that you really like...
I don't want your pity. Why did I do that? Yuri sinks to her knees. Her voice squeaks.
I'm sorry.
Tears of guilt and self-loathing begin to stream down her face. This isn't how it was supposed to go. Why is it so hard just to articulate your thoughts? Why do you end up pushing everyone away from you? Yuri's mind pounds with internal accusations as she shuts her eyes, unable to face Sayori or the rest of the world. She should just leave, just escape from here, before Monica sees her like this, and before Sayori tells Monica what she did. But before Yuri can put any strength into her legs, she feels a warm pair of arms gently wrap around her from behind. This is from the trailer. Hold on. Oh, Yuri. Oh, my heart.
It's okay.
Sayori whispers in a soothing voice.
It's okay. It's okay.
Overcome by despair, Yuri finds herself unable to protest or pull away from Sayori's kind gesture. Yuri sniffles, breathing heavily through a clenched throat, trying with all of her willpower to control herself.
I understand. I understand the things that you're feeling, and I understand the things you're feeling in your head are different from the things you're trying to say. I know that it must be what you're feeling right now. I promise, I understand that. So I'll give you as much time as you need.
Oh, Yuri, sorry. My heart. My heart.
When you're ready, just tell me your feelings, and we'll talk to them, and we'll talk about them together, okay?
Yuri sniffles again and nods her head. She gives herself a minute to compose her thoughts, then speaks while steadying her voice. Okay. I think that I've gotten so used to people being weirded out by me that it feels like anyone who's nice to me is just doing it out of pity. I'm so horrible with people. So it makes me not want to believe that someone like me can actually like me for who I am. Yuri pauses, but Sayori doesn't interrupt. Rather, she waits for Yuri to continue. I got so excited when I joined the literature club. I thought that it was finally my chance to make friends through my interests. Because my interests are the only thing I know how to talk about. It's all I have going for me. But then, whenever I catch myself getting overly obsessive in front of other people, it feels like I'm making a fool of myself. I hate myself for it. Ultimately, I just want to be treated like a normal person. But how am I supposed to expect that when I can't behave like one? I just want to learn how to get along with people and to stop ruining things for myself. That's all. Dono, arigato.
Fresh Static Snow donated $3. I swear the way this game just makes you want to see everyone happy and be their best selves in life, man. I just want to hug the Dokis so much, Aga, and the way you relate to them so much, Kou, man. I want to hug you so much too.
Yeah, indeed, Fresh, indeed. Yuri finishes her thoughts, feeling more steady after having gotten them out. Sayori, who can feel Yuri's breath rise and fall from beneath her arms, realizes that as well.
Thank you for helping me understand you a little bit better. You know, you were so great at helping me while we were reading. So I'll help you with the things that you need too. But I feel like it would just be frustrating for you with how much patience I require sometimes. That sounds kind of familiar. I couldn't stop worrying about that while we were reading. I was so afraid you would get frustrated with me. But I would never do that. I did my best to reassure you by mentioning how I have a lot of patience. Yeah, I know.
Oh, wait. Did I? Oh, I read the wrong voice. It's fine.
Yeah, I know. But my irrational fears just won't be quiet sometimes. I'm sure it's the same for you, right?
Yeah. Irrational fears.
Well, you know, there's no way that you could frustrate me, because I already like you as the person that you are. I know you said you have a hard time believing that, but I promise that it's true. You You don't have to be a social person for people to like you. I think you're really considerate in your own way, you know? Worrying so much about people's feelings. We're all kind of weird. It's a literature club. But it's the best part that we're all different and we have different interests. Like about the book. I'm reading it because I want to. I promise that's really what I want. It's a bit of a struggle, but try not to mistake that for me not enjoying it. I mean, we could never discover new things if we didn't try them first, right? I want to learn the reasons that you love it so much. And in the end, if it's not for me, then I can say that. But I'll be glad that I tried it and learned even more about you. Plus, you're like super duper smart, and I want that to rub off on me. Aw. Yuri fights back a smile at that comment. Already, the heavy atmosphere surrounding her seems to have evaporated through the caress of Sayuri's arms. Your hair is so pretty. I always wanted long hair, but I was awful at taking care of it, so I cut it all off. Yuri's tension relaxes. For once, she feels okay just listening, rather than worrying so much about saying the right thing. Sayori, sensing Yuri's comfort, lets her rest. It must be so difficult for her to feel relaxed around other people. But if the literature club can make it happen, then it's something that she deserves to experience.
Wow. That scene. Oh my gosh. That was amazing. Honestly. Like, wow. Oh man. Like, I don't have words for that. I don't know. Gosh. No, it's good. Like, alright.
Well then, based on my understanding of your feelings, I suppose I wouldn't mind if we were to continue reading. That's what I wanted to hear. But we can stop at any time. If you truly don't like it, please be honest about it. I won't be offended. Of course. I'm not gonna judge anything this early on though. So we'll just have to see what happens. Oh, and it's not good to touch people without their consent first.
Yuri, それか。それか。That's what. Aww. But I like hugging you, Yuri. You're all warm and nice and comfy.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. Oh, you didn't. I mean, I suppose it was kind of nice. I was just saying.
I'm back! Look at me. Perfect timing, Monica.
Monica's back! I haven't seen you, like, at all recently.
Zuri trots over to Monica. She whispers loudly.
Can I hug you?
Sure, Sayuri. Sayuri wraps her arms around Monica. Oh yeah, Yuri, it might be good to know. Sayuri can kind of be a hug monster.
Hey, don't call me a monster. Artemis is a monster. If he inherits the kingdom, it could spell disaster.
Yuri laughs. Monica perplexedly looks between the two of them, then smiles. Well, I'm glad you've been enjoying your reading so far. It looks like our first real activity as the literature club. I cannot speak, apparently.
About that. Well, you've been so patient with exploring my interests. I think that it would be inconsiderate of me not to return the favor to you and learn about the things that you like. Yes! Do you like poetry?
Yuri smiles. Aww. Oh. Oh wow, look at this. Hold on. Silly, awesome, yawn, optimistic, really fun. Can't think of an... Wait, hold on. Hold on, let me set this as the wallpaper. Can't think of an I word. Don't forget, ask Monica about this. Beach. 553. Uh, 1 + 1 = heart. Wake up early. Balance. 3 3 5 5 3 4. HEART. That's 5 1 1 5. Hold on. Hold on. Five, 5, 3. Maybe not. But I thought it'd be worth a shot. Are there any other things with numbers related to it? Just the 5534. Is there though? I can't. Three. Well, that's fine. I thought I could figure that out. Because I know it's probably a code of some sort. I just don't know exactly what it could be. Wait, there's no 1 there. Hold on, wait. What? Wait, hold on. I pressed on 3. It was a 5. Wait, hold on. 1, 1, 2, 3, 5. Why does this not have a 1 in it? There's nothing. Wait, hold on. Let me check all of these for the 3rd. Okay, no, those are all there. There's no 0 and 2. Number 4, there's no 0. And number 5, there's no. This one, there's no 5. So 1, 0, 5. Dang it. I thought I was onto something. That's so weird though. Why is there no 1 and 0 and 5 in those random places? You need to access files from the encrypted file. Share a copy of them to your supposed to drive and plugins. Whatever. I know there has to be some combination for that. I want to find those, I definitely want to find those codes. Figure out that code of some sort, but that's interesting. 105 is 1, 0, and 5 are not present in some of those file things, which I find very strange. Maybe I'm overthinking. Now let's actually share poems.
Shiro, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me.
I'm not hiding anything.
But your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before.
I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so...
No way. Not even Natsuki?
Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something. But I don't think that's it.
What do you mean?
Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But somehow you make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things.
Like cooking.
Let's not talk about that. So, yeah. I guess what I'm trying to say is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have a weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time.
I don't know if I understand.
You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head.
Hey, I'm not a kid, you know.
Are you sure about that?
Maybe.
Sayori starts to fiddle with the pencil between her hands.
Hey, Shiro, will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it.
Huh? Why?
Because, well, it's just the first time you've written something for me.
Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home.
Really?
Snap.
I broke my pencil.
Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the pieces she dropped. But being inattentive of her surroundings, she bumps right into me.
Sorry.
It's fine, it's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking.
I'm a little clumsy today.
Let's sit down, Sayori.
Yeah.
I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem.
Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours.
Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together, like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's all warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and bottles all in a row. My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle is starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my finger goes, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up, and in come my friends. They come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 inside my head. Oh, this poem always hits so hard. Holy crap. Holy crap indeed. Sayori, did you write this?
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
I see. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic.
You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die.
Don't get ahead of yourself. Sarah's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Man, okay. I think I'm gonna have to stop for now because my throat's starting to hurt a bit too much. So, let me save. I got a new picture. Wait, what the? A poem distributed at special events in the past. Quite all of Sayori's other poems. Oh, what the heck? Okay, let's read this. There was once a ladybug. It was so small it took a really long time to crawl from here to there. It was very tiring to fly for too long. Nobody squishes ladybugs because they're cute. Does that make them better than other bugs? Do ladybugs know they're cute? I think they're too preoccupied with bug things. And so the ladybug crawled around and did bug things. The story wasn't really going anywhere. But I know you don't mind. I hope you think it's nice for being there anyway. Like ladybugs, like this ladybug. The one who clings like a doof onto your sleeve because it knows you won't squash it. If it doesn't bug you, will you stay a while? Aww. Distributed at special events in the past. Huh. Look at all the secrets, though. There's secret things. God. Man. I'm gonna really have to grind through this game and get every single thing. Like, do all the routes, do all the endings, and all that kind of stuff. There's so much to do. But, I think we'll finish on this screen again. Let me, hold on. I'm gonna, wait. There we go. We'll do that. And there we go. Okay, I'm gonna finish on this screen. And, yeah. So, that was another part of DDLC Plus completed. Next time I play this game, hopefully I can get past, the final beginning stuff for the, main game. If we get any more side stories, I'll go through those. And, what else? I don't know. If you guys would like to see me, just like, I don't know. I mean, I could, well, we'll see. We'll see. I'll decide later on future streams how I do this game. Just because, I have, played, you know, the original main game, so, this is all like repetition for me, but at the same time I do like re-experiencing it because I do love this game, so I don't mind replaying it at all. For me, it's kind of, it is pretty fun to do that. But anyways, I'm gonna end it here. My throat's sore. I need to eat food. I haven't gotten ready for the day, so I'm gonna do that. So everyone, thank you so much for coming by. I hope you had as much fun as I did today. And I hope you all have a great rest of your evening, morning, afternoon, whatever it may be for you at whatever time. Alright, I'll see you in the next one, guys. おつしろ。